Hey, what's up everyone? Tim here from Everyday Tactical Vids, and today we're looking at a new flashlight from a new company. This is FitTorch, the P26R. As you can see, it's a 3600 lumen flashlight. They basically reached out to me and just said, hey, you want to check out these flashlights? I said, yeah, let's talk. And I'm always interested to check out new companies and see what they have to offer. So this is what I would call a small floodlight. Compact, 3600 lumens, nice flood. I've tested this out outside quite a bit already. And yeah, so you can see 150 hours maximum runtime, also USB rechargeable, and you can use it to charge your mobile devices or other devices as well. So let me give you some of the details on the light, and then we'll take it out into the night and use it. Let me give you some of the details here. It does come with a Cree XHP70 LED. You can charge your devices off of it as well as charge it with your micro USB. Your outputs, your low is going to be 20 lumens for 150 hours. Your medium is 120 lumens for 25 hours. Your high is 650 lumens for 5.2 hours. And your turbo is 3600 lumens. They say it's going to run for 90 seconds and then drop down to 1200 lumens for 2.5 hours. You'll see in the testing here, I ran it for 5 minutes straight and it stayed at the 3600 lumens. So I think they're undershooting how long this thing lasts. It did get warm, but it certainly didn't get overwhelmingly hot. So I think it's doing better than they're giving themselves credit for. It is IPX8 rated, so it is waterproof and impact resistant to 2 meters. Here's everything you get with the light. Obviously, you're going to get the flashlight. It does come with a 26500 battery included. You're going to get a lanyard, an extra O-ring. You're going to get your micro USB cord. And then you get a micro USB to full-size USB adapter and this little keychain holder so you can attach the micro USB adapter to the keychain if you want to do that. You could also run this through this little clasp through one of the holes here if you wanted to do that. The lanyard is built for, the flashlight, but you could do that with the keychain holder if you want to do it. You could attach this to the keychain and then this to the flashlight, so you have it all in one location. It also comes with this holster, which is actually pretty nice. It's similar to something from like ThruNite or Olight. I actually think it's a little bit nicer than what they have, just a little more durable. Hook and loop, and then you got this stretchy fabric on the sides, and then on the back you got hook and loop as well as the snap, and then the stitched in belt loop there. So that's the other main accessory that comes with the light. As far as your measurements here, across the bezel of the light, it is 1.47 inches. The body of the light is 1.25 inches. Your end-to-end length is 5.20 inches. And your weight is 4.87 ounces without the battery. Let's test it with the battery now. .055 ounces. All right, we got a couple cool features here. One is the battery indicator. So I'm going to click this 3 times. You're going to see it's going to flash green and red. The green are for your full volts of power, and then the red is for your tenths of a volt power. So I just tested it. This says 3.6 volts of power left. So watch when I do this 3 times. 1, 2, 3 volts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3.6 volts left. It's kind of a cool feature. So obviously if you use it more or less, you're going to get different outputs there, or a different number of flashes there. The other thing is if you click it fast 4 times, you're going to see this little green glowing light come on again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's on and then it's off. And it'll come back on and off. And basically that is, if it's nighttime and you're going to set it down, you want to know where it is, you can click that 4 times and then just boom, set it down, and you'll be able to see that green light flashing every once in a while to locate it. So yeah, that's basically the 2 extra features as far as what that looks like. Tap it once and then your light comes on, hold it down and your light goes off. Let me show you real quick just the different features here. So hold it down and it's going to come on at that lowest setting. So that is going to be 20 lumens, and then you go up, tap it once, go up to 120, tap it again, 650, tap it again, 3600. Tap it again, it's going to start cycling it back down. So 650, 120, 20, 120, 650, 3600. Okay, I'll double tap this now. It's going to go to SOS, and then another double tap will send it into strobe. So here's SOS. And then double tap, it'll go to strobe. So strobe warning here. Tap it again, it goes back to the original setting, and hold it down, and the light goes off. All right, so let's show you what the charging process looks like for charging the light and using it to charge something else as well. And then we'll take it out into the nighttime and use it. Here's a quick look at the P26R charging. You can see I've got it plugged in the wall, into the micro USB in the back there. and then it's going to be flashing green while it's charging, and then once that's a steady green, that means that your light is fully charged. Here's a quick look at using the P26R to charge this old iPhone that my wife had. So we put the adapter onto the end of the iPhone charging cord. Now we'll just slide this into the flashlight, and yep, so this comes on and starts to charge. Okay, out in the backyard now with the P26R, we're going to go through the different settings. So what you're going to see here is low, which is 20 lumens, medium, which is 120, high, which is 650, and then the turbo, which is 3600. So let's start at the low here. We're looking at my shed, which is about 65 feet away. So this is the low setting. This is 20 lumens, so can't really see a whole lot. Let's go up to your second setting. That's 120. And you can definitely, you know, you're starting to pick up things here in the yard. Let's go up to the next one. That's your 650. Obviously, you can see a lot. And then your highest at 3600. I mean, this lights up the entire yard. Again, I had the advantage of the snow reflecting some light, but this thing, you know, as soon as I put it up to this highest setting, I thought, okay, this is definitely like definitely giving you flood. You're not getting a really hot center in this one as compared to the other flashlight I recently tested by these guys. So let's scroll back down here. Again, this is 650. Let's see, 650, 120, and 20. So this is 650, 120, and 20. Back up again, 120, 650, and 3600. Tons of light with this thing. Shining at the shed, I can see 90% of the backyard easily. SOS here. And now strobe warning. I do want to note again that your turbo is 3600 lumens. That's for about 90 seconds, they're saying. And then it's going to go down to 1200 lumens for 2.5 hours. Okay, I'm about 5 minutes into holding it at the 3600 lumen output setting, and no drop. And I mean, the flashlight's getting warmer, but it's definitely not burning my hand at this point. So they probably need to give themselves a little bit more credit. You're getting more than 90 seconds of this 3600 lumen output. If it's faded at all, it's extremely minor. You know, it hasn't made any obvious drop from 36 down to 1200 lumens. So yeah, I'll keep running this for a while, and then I'll let you know if it, you know, cuts out at any point. Again, it's a little bit warm in my hand, but definitely not burning me by any means. And we're going on 6 minutes at 3600 lumens. Okay, I'm going to do kind of a classic test here for my world, which is taking the compost out to the compost bin. So you can see I'm going to be walking up through the snow here to my side yard. This is on our lowest setting, number 2, number 3, and then here's our highest. I mean, just stopping here and looking out behind the shed and then into the woods. I mean, obviously, just a boatload of light, just a ton of light here. So definitely nobody's hiding from me as far as skunks and whatnot out here. I'm definitely going to be able to see them with this light. Okay, I'm starting off into the woods now. This is at the lowest setting again. There's number 2. Up just above 600 lumens, 650. And there's your 36. So once again, just a ton of light. And this just, I mean, it gives you a lot of flood for this light. Definitely can see quite a large area with this thing. Looking for some eyeballs reflecting back at me, maybe. Deer or something out in the woods, but I don't see anything tonight. Lots of light, definitely lots of light. And it feels lightweight in the hand, I can tell you that too. Doesn't feel like a big, hefty flashlight. Pretty compact, lightweight. Let's wrap up here talking about the P26R from FitTorch. So if I were to summarize what kind of light this is as far as how I see it and I would use it, I would say a compact floodlight. So I've also been checking out the MR35 from FitTorch, and that one has much more of a hot center and less of, you know, the flood. This is much less of a hot center and more of a flood, so kind of a contrast between those two. You know, it's USB rechargeable. You can charge a gear off of it. That's definitely a win. It's compact. It's lightweight. It's worked well for, you know, the paces that I've put it through, basically, I should say. I do like the interface. It is larger than some other lights out there, which is a win for me. My preference would be that this little button is rubberized, but it's not a make or break thing. I would generally say, though, compared to some other lights I've used out there that are in this same kind of size, function, style, this is probably one of the best interfaces. Just, it's a nice size for, you know, pressing the button. Again, for me, like in the dark, it's always like this, like, okay, can I quickly find that button and press it, or am I fiddling around in the dark? I'm like, where's the button? That's not helpful. So for both of these FitTorch flashlights that I've been looking at in recent weeks, what I can tell you is I feel like one of their biggest challenges is just going to be notoriety. Like, people probably don't know the name. Like, you know Nitecore, you know Olight, Surefire, Streamlight. I mean, there's tons of different light companies out there. I don't know, maybe you're familiar with FitTorch. I wasn't. They reached out to me. I said, yeah, let's work together and review these lights so I can experience them and also let you guys know about them as well. But so let me say this: if you guys have used FitTorch flashlights, leave a comment below. Let's hear about your experience with this light or any of their lights. As you saw in the testing, it ran much longer at that highest output setting than they said it would. So I don't know what the cutoff time is for it, but it definitely didn't shut off after, I think it was supposed to be like 90 seconds or something like that. It definitely kept us going for 5-6 minutes. Your price point for this one, from what I've seen, is right around $100 at various online retailers. Again, if you see it for a lower cost, put a comment in the comment section so people can you know, find out about where to get it cheaper. FitTorchWorld.com, right there. FitTorchWorld.com is their website. It's right on the light. It's interesting that they sent this to me when they did, because I just got done doing a review of the 3-Night TC20 and the PD40R, I think it is, from Phoenix, and this is similar to those lights. So this is the light we've been talking about in this review, the P26R. This is the MR35. So just to give you a sense of the two lights I've been testing out, review on this one's coming out soon, but a little bit more of kind of a tactical look, a little bit longer. This one has 1200s as far as your highest lumen output. So yeah, some different features and functions. Again, hotter center, less of that flood, less of a hot center, more of a small floodlight. So two lights from FitTorch that I've been checking out recently. For me, the P26R is not an EDC light. I'm not a sheath guy. This is a light I'd keep in my car, keep at home, and even, you know, keep for heading out to the woods when I'm working around camp. It gives me a lot of good light. I can say that I had a Nitecore flashlight in my car as my kind of emergency light. A lot of lumen output, but a very hot center, and this light is something I would prefer over that light because I was able to, you know, have a small hot center, but I wasn't able to kind of see a big area. One day I was out driving with my wife at night. We saw a bunch of deer in the woods, and I was shining the light into the woods. With the Nitecore, you could just see like a couple sets of eyes. If I had a floodlight, I could have lit up the entire area. And I think particularly like working on a car, you know, that's the main thing in my mind. Working on a car, trying to get somebody's attention or be looking for something in the woods, in a field. I want something that's got more of a flood instead of that hot center. So this is my preference as far as a style of light when it comes to a light I'll keep in my car for emergency situations. I look forward to hearing your thoughts on this light from FitTorch, and then when you see my other review coming out soon, your thoughts on that light as well. Again, new to the market, they've been pretty impressive to me. I've seen, you know, there's lots of lights out there, some that I prefer, some I don't prefer. This definitely feels like, and as I've used it, is more of a quality light than some of the other, I guess, I don't want to say budget friendly, but they're cheaper because they're not as well made. This one seems to be quite well made, so I'll be looking forward to hearing your comments, and also in the future working with these guys to do some other reviews. Thanks as always for checking out the videos. Please subscribe to Everyday Tactical Vids if you haven't done so already. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, check us out on Instagram, Tumblr, and Vero as well. More videos coming soon. Take care.